BamaCentral.com. I'm Joey Blackwell here with Katie Wyndham and Tony Sukalis, and this is Three and Out. A disappointing early exit for Alabama softball this year at its regional. Will be the first time since the super regionals were implemented in 2005 that they will not be making an appearance in said super regional. Katie, Tony, y'all were both there. We'll start with you, Katie. What is your reaction to Alabama, winning 4-0 on Sunday morning, but then falling 6-0 and ending their streak?
I think 2 months ago, if you would have said Alabama softball's not going to make it to OKC for the Women's College World Series, I would have been like, wow, this team had an epic collapse. But I think in the last month, at any point, if you would have told me that, it would not have surprised me, just because the offense has just never gotten going over this last month. It's just been in a major slump that's continued, and we saw it throughout the whole weekend. Friday they beat Chattanooga, but only 3-0 with 4 hits. Saturday lose to Stanford 6-0. Then they beat Chattanooga. Then they win that first game, but then once again they get shut out. So they got shut out 3 of their last 4 games against Power 5 teams to end the season. And so you're not going to win any games that you don't score. So it is, of course, still, even with how bad they played lately, extremely disappointing for Alabama softball, especially with, who they would have played supers was going to be from the Tennessee region, and Tennessee ended up losing 2. So they would have had an easier super, an easier path to get back to OKC. But honestly, at this point, I don't know if getting there would have been great for them, just seeing how they've been lately. I don't know if things would have been better. I think they had the talent, because we saw it earlier in the year. We saw them beat top 5 teams. We saw them compete with top 5 teams. But the way it's been lately, it just was not great and really did not surprise me that much this weekend.
Yeah, I mean, after they were eliminated, Patrick Murphy was asked about the lineup and the struggles that they've had consistently over the last, few weeks, really month or so. And he basically kind of threw his hands up and said, like, it's a helpless feeling that he's tried everything that, we saw him heading into the Chattanooga game asking, his team who's going to be the leadoff hitter, who's going to, he tried just about everything to spark the lineup. It just, there wasn't enough consistency. There wasn't, enough it was too many players in huge slumps, and they relied too much on Montana Fouts to just be absolutely perfect in the circle. And then obviously too, with the loss of Lexi Kilfoyle, as another ace that they could have turned to. Maybe if you had Kilfoyle and Fouts, you could deal with having, virtually nothing in the lineup, because those are such dominant pitchers. But eventually, you're asking too much from Montana Fouts. Obviously, she was heroic on Sunday. Just kind of ran out of steam a little bit at the end. That's to be expected. You can't pitch to perfection for, 5 games in a row. So it's a tough situation for Alabama softball. They have a lot of people returning, but they're really gonna have to figure out something to get more consistency in the lineup next year.
Fouts ended up finishing the weekend with 406 pitches in 23 innings. So that's a lot. You can't win if you have to rely on one pitcher for that much, but credit to her. I thought she did a fantastic job. For BamaCentral.com, I'm Joey Blackwell with Katie Wyndham and Tony Sukalis. This has been Three and Out. Thank you so much for watching.